Good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and of course we are back in the Drownholt, where we now need to go find the area where we need to deal with, well, some bad things. But first we gotta drink this drought. The effects of the water should not hinder you now. Alright, awesome. So we can go through the swamp a little more easily. And we need to now defeat a whole bunch of bog lights, like 18 of them. Alright, come on. We got 3 so far. We are at 8 of 18. Okay. How many of these things do I have on me now? One more. Okay. Okay. All done with bog light. And of course, the potion has now worn off. Because of course it has. Has to be a cat. Another one? Really? Go away. And I figured I was going to get that one too. Oh, 2 of them. I just aggroed all the cats, didn't I? Alright, up we go. Where are you? Oh, there you are.
How can I be of service?
You have done a great service to us. The lights that inhabited that pool were sapping the strength from all around them, growing more and more fell. I am very grateful for what you have done, Medrielle. It was a brave deed. Alright, so we got this guy's daily quest, which we've done a couple times already. We still have this guy's quest, but we'll do that later. Right now, we want to go back to the Haunted Inn and talk to the Greyhammers. Oh, and while I have a moment, I just want to say that for the week of Thanksgiving, I will be out of town. I'm going to visit family. But don't worry, there will be videos coming. So, stay tuned for that. And of course, there will be the matter of starting a new character for the Before the Shadow content. which drops, God willing, and the creek don't rise, on the 15th of this month. It's already been delayed once. Oh, that's a pillar. Hello, Mr. Greyhammer. I have found your brothers.
This place fills me with uneasiness.
Rosa and Stigger were just here, Medrielle, and they have had the strangest stories to tell. Each of them reported seeing familiar faces among the tangled bushes and briars, and hearing voices on the wind, but when they approached, filled with amazement to see lost friends in such a place, there was no sign of anyone. But lo, further ahead, an encouraging wave and a smile. This place fills me with unease, Medrielle. Thank you for rescuing my brothers. Without your aid, I fear there would have been too fewer Greyhammers in this world come sundown, if sundown ever truly leaves this grim wood. Browen is in the cellar. Tell him my brothers are safe, and ask him, too, if the elves have come to an agreement on how to proceed. The sooner we move on from this place, the happier this Greyhammer will be. Alright, let's go talk to Browen. He is down here in the basement. Because, you know, that's where they're holding the prisoner. Browen.
This waiting wears thin. The elves have still not decided which way to go.
Hello again, Medrielle. This waiting has already begun to wear thin, and my patience was stretched to begin with. The elves have not yet decided which way to go. Perhaps you can help them decide, if anyone can. And I am getting some Drownholt compasses. This worn compass will help you track humanoid creatures.
Someone must take charge, or it will be next winter before we advance a single step.
The death of the elf Raddir has made uncertain the fate of this journey, Medrielle, for none of the elves know by which way he planned to bring us in secret to Dol Guldur. Speak with the elves here in the cellar, and try to decide on the proper course. Someone must step forward and take charge, or it will be next winter before we advance even a single step, and who knows what will befall Bori in the meantime.
The enemy would never expect us to take the road through the Scuttle Dells.
I do not know what to do, Medrielle. I believe Raddir thought to approach Dol Guldur by the ways least likely to be watched by the forces of the enemy, but our excursion into the Drownholt. I have to believe that Raddir knew what he was doing, Medrielle, and that he knew the risks. But still, he took us into the Drownholt. He must have had a good reason. The enemy would never expect us to take the road through the Scuttle Dells, for that place has a dangerous reputation. That is the path of greatest secrecy, and only through the Scuttle Dells will we come to Dol Guldur with our prisoner and our presence unannounced.
We should head south through the stony reaches of Tower Morviv.
Raddir brought us into the Drownholt despite the dangers for a reason, Medrielle. He must have planned for us to take the southernmost way towards Dol Guldur, and to bring us in secret up to the southern base of the rocky spire upon which the fortress stands. We should therefore head south through the stony reaches of Tor Morviv. That is the way Raddir wanted us to go, I'm sure of it. The other members of the company may disagree, but we must at least set out, or his death will have been for naught.
Let us move directly eastward to Dol Guldur by the straightest way.
We cannot wait here for a revelation that may not come, Medrielle. We will never know what road Raddir intended for us to take. No, we must decide, and decide quickly. The quick road will be the safest road. Let us move directly eastward to Dol Guldur by the straightest way. Raddir believed our greatest strength was in secrecy, but the dangerous path through the Drownholt cost him his life. Let us be done with secret ways. The straightest course, like a swift arrow, is the one we should now take if we wish to avoid a similar fate. Would you just shut up, okay? Thanks. Alright, so. Everybody wants to go a different way. And, of course, they're leaving it up to me. But we want to go talk to Coutron. What does he have to say? Please say there's not a fourth.
Ask 3 elves which way is best to take, and you will receive 3 answers, each different.
This is as I expected, Medrielle. Ask 3 elves which way is best to take, and you will receive 3 answers, each different. We have little time left to waste. I want you to scout these proposed roads, my accommodating runekeeper, and assess the dangers along each. Perhaps they will aid with our decision. Seek the scouts we sent to the Scuttle Dells, Imman Lum, and Tormor Vith, and question them about the dangers they have encountered. Alright, so you want me to go check everything out. And we need to go. Well, Imman Lum is Ost Galadh, so I guess that would be the first place we're going. Tormor Vith is to the south of Imman Lum. Scuttle Dells is to the north. Alright. Well. Ost Galadh is definitely the first and easiest place to get to, so we're headed there first. And it's funny, you know, they can't agree. I'm surprised Raddir didn't, like, tell at least one other person what he was thinking. But I guess elves are very secretive.
Megavanen.
Megavanen, how fare my kin in the dour stocks? I am glad you have come. I was anxious for word from Athradnir. Now that we have established a line of communication, there will be one more small burden lifted from my shoulders. There is so much to be done between marches, as I am sure you can understand. Will you be staying with us for a while? So, we have a whole bunch of quests here to do.
Mind my words, traveler.
While there do not appear to be orcs in the ruins surrounding us, the presence of so many Crebain disturbs me. The enemy has been known in the past to use them as spies, and while my sentinels will shoot any from the sky that dare come too close, it will be difficult to hide any of our movements from them. Perhaps you might enjoy a relaxing hunt. I need their numbers thinned considerably to teach them to fear for their lives should they continue to haunt these ruins.
Will you lend me your ear?
Welcome to Ost Galadh, Medrielle. Once, long ago, it was an outpost of our kind, when the forest was still called Greenwood the Great, but that time is long past, and the power of Dol Guldur is great here now. While our forces have taken and secured this courtyard as a base to strike at Dol Guldur, we have neither the time nor forces to explore and secure the surrounding tangle of ruins and forest. In this, I'm hoping you can aid us. If you can take the time to quickly scout the more extensive ruins immediately to our south and report back on what you find there, it would be most helpful. What we could see from here suggests that this is mostly inhabited by wild beasts, but even they must be assumed to be servants of the enemy in a place like this, so foray with care.
Mind my words, traveler.
Greetings, Medrielle. I fear that the next several days' duties are likely to be dangerous indeed. The might of the enemy is gathering on the heights, above us around Dol Guldur, and if we are unable to break their forces swiftly, all of Lothlorien may be in danger. I am in charge of the defense of the main encampment here in Ost Galadh, a challenge made doubly difficult by the accursed fog that seems to shroud most of this forest. Even elven eyes cannot see far through these cloaking mists, which are likely some contrivance of the enemy against us. My guards have caught some hint of goblin activity in the forest east and north of here, however. No great force, but furtive spies, most likely attempting to gauge our strength. I do not think it will be easy, but if you could hunt down a few of their number, and perhaps the remainder will fly back to Gathburg, from whence they descended. So you want me to go find some goblin spies. And when they're talking with each other, any rings that are over their head disappear. You have to wait until they're finished.
Stay a moment.
By now I'm sure you've noticed how difficult it can be to see through the fog that lies constantly upon Mirkwood. I have little doubt that this is some contrivance of the enemy, for even torches and bonfires seem to flicker weakly through these accursed mists. We have an idea, however. One of my guards noticed last evening that the flickering lights of those overgrown fireflies can be seen for some considerable distance, even through the fog. Some quality of their light cuts through the mist and makes them visible. So, for the purpose of having some reliable light with which to observe our perimeter and to signal with, I would ask for you to go collect some of the glands from the fireflies. Do be careful, though. If they are damaged at all, the light fades quite rapidly and is of little use. And she has 2 as well.
Stay a moment.
Medrielle, when you next wander the ruins about Ost Galadh, please keep an eye for any old plaques or engravings that might remain. There must be some left, and my hope is to record their lore as we knew it in the days before we left this place to the wild. This may mark my last chance to do so before we withdraw back to Lothlorien, and likely before I myself head into the far west. But my duties compel me to remain within this encampment, and I dare not venture forth against Fergum's command. I beseech you, would you venture forth into the ruins and make record of any engravings you find within? They would be of great interest to me and my fellow scholars, and who knows when or if we might ever look upon them again.
Mind my words, traveler.
Medrielle, a serious matter has come to my attention. Our scouts have examined the tower of Medrielle. You can just make it out on the slopes to our east through the mist, and they have returned to me with tales of deadly spirits of shadows surrounding it, and a shadowy ward upon the door that prevents them from gaining access to the tower's interior. I do not know yet what transpires within that tower, but it reeks of the enemy's sorcery, and we dare not ignore such a threat so close to the path of our advance. Fergum has tasked me with ensuring that the threat is dealt with, and so I turn to you for aid. To begin with, can you do battle with the spirits surrounding the tower, and bring me some aspect of their being? They are almost certainly bound up with the ward upon the tower itself, and if I can divine its nature, then we may be able to break it. Excuse me.
Is the road of the Maladrim also that of the hidden god? Should it be?
You have come to Ost Galadh, Medrielle, where the Golden Hostess prepares for the next leg of its journey. Is the road of the Maladrim also the road of the hidden guard? I do not know if it should be, but if must, we shall learn at least what dangers lie along it. Travel east of Ost Galadh and keep your eye open for the enemies on the road. As the road climbs toward Medrielle, there are upright stones on one side of the path. Perhaps you can hide behind these stones and learn what the art presence may be in Emin Lum. Alright, I'm going to take a drink because my throat is rather dry right now.
Sweet lad Melon, will you stay a
Okay,
moment?
so we're not going to worry about that one. That one heads into Scuttledells, which we're not going to just yet. I do believe that might be everything here. We'll double check. So we have quite a number of quests that we have just picked up. Some of them quite nearby. Some of them not so nearby. We will start with those that are near. Now, if I remember right, track nearby quests. Okay. Let's start with the Crabane. Scouting the ruins. And looking for the records. Alright. Those I know are all nearby. Oh, there's a Crabane right there. How handy. Oh, and we have the fireflies too. So we can do that as well. Oh good, I get to glow in the dark for a little bit. Oh, sorry, kitty. I forgot y'all are here too. Another fanged ruin hunter. I see a firefly up here. Another Crabane. You would think my water heater was broken instead of the one in my house. And yes, that's a thing. Oh, hello, Mr. Goblin Spy. I needed you anyway. Hello. I would like to talk to you. You're being summarily dismissed from duty. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye. Yeah, we're kind of just making a circuit around the perimeter of Ost Galadh, because we find a little everything doing that. Literally, including things we don't need. Okay, we have half of the glands we need from the fireflies. And here's where we find our ancient records, which is, oh, just outside of Ost Galadh to, let's see, if I'm looking at Ost Galadh from here at the northeast, to the southwest of Ost Galadh. Ancient Sylvan record. You notice something unusual nearby. I do, huh? You have found an unusual set of footprints in the mud. Huh. Apparently not all the Perbane I've been killing have counted. Oh, excuse me. Rude. I was trying to read this. Thank you. I don't see anything written on these. I don't know what markings she's having me take. But we'll humor her. We need one more. It's going to be in here somewhere. Not much left standing of whatever this was. It was quite sizable, whatever. I saw a crow. We been over here yet? You have explored the southern ruin. Oh. I guess that counts for something too. Oh, I see some records. I also see our resurrection circle over here. So I guess if you die, you will know this is where you're going to end up. Out here in the ruins with the wild beasts. See, we need several more Craven. A couple more glowing glands. We have gotten all of the engravings. And of course we do still need to find some goblin spies. You explore the southeast ruins. If you look over there, there's a ghost over there, an enraged spirit. Let's go kill him. Or, I guess he's already dead. We're just putting him back in the ground. We don't want fell spirits here. Go away. Thank you. I must have explored all three of the... Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I must have gotten all three of the ruins that I needed. Craven. Craven, come here. Oh. One more. One more firefly, that is. Oh, where are you? I just got a notice for a goblin spy, so hopefully he will show himself. Darn it, he must not be close enough. He's around here somewhere, though. Well, I still need to find it. There you are, you little bugger. I was looking for you. Okay, Druid Hunter, you're not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a crow. And a goblin spire too, if that's at all possible. Will this one count? Yes, it did. Alright. We have everything but the goblin spies. The goblin spies are going up and down the road. Or near the road, at least. We just have to kind of run around until we find them. And of course, again, this is the case where a hunter would be handy because they can track things like this, even when they're hidden. It's saying to go back this way. There must be one in this area here somewhere that it can, the quest tracker can see it. Even if we can't. Oh, that's right. There is one around here somewhere. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Hello. I was looking for you. Have a message from the elves? Go pound sand. One more. Probably near the same location where I saw that there's the Shadow Stalker. Have to run around until we get this thing to come out. Come on. Come out wherever you are. I'd like to talk to you. Plenty other things I see out here. I'm on. They kind of remind me of the Bogarts in Evendom. Just sneaky little buggers. There we go. Found you. Now that I found you, go home. Thanks. Alright, let's see if I can turn these all in without completely losing my voice, huh?
How can I be of service?
So you caught a few of the vile creatures at their work, did you? That should teach them not to dare our territory lightly. There is much more to be done, however, if this camp is to be made secure for our advance upon Dol Guldur.
What do you need?
Ah, so I was right. There was some remaining records of the old settlement. I have no time to pore over these now, or Fergus would be cross with me. But I thank you for your efforts. Fergus himself once lived here in Ost Galadh, before it was left to the forest. Alas, the memories of those who left this place seem dark and difficult, and I have yet to find one who will speak at any length of it, and so these words of stone provide my only window to the past of this place. One day I will catch Fergus in a more talkative mood and obtain the whole story, but he is oft reticent, and it might be another age before I pull it out of him. That is assuming, of course, that any of us do not find ourselves in Valinor prematurely.
What can I do for you?
Ah, so you managed to collect a handful of the glands intact. Good. I am not certain how long their light will last, but in the meantime my guards can make use of them to provide a bit of light to cut through the strangling mist.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
We're gonna do this later. It's a timed quest.
What do you need?
Good work, Medrielle. There is no way we will dispatch all of them, but if enough fall to our arrows, then the rest will be forced to keep their distance, and their value as spies for the enemy will be greatly reduced.
How can I be of service?
So the ruins are overrun with cruel and evil beasts, but little sign of goblin or orc. Good. These solitary footprints you mentioned, though, those are of considerable interest to me. When Lord Celeborn dispatched me across the Anduin, he bade me keep watch for a strange creature he named Gollum. More than once he was narrowly captured on the outskirts of Lothlorien, but he slipped away each time. Celeborn suspected he may have crossed the river to avoid capture, and it appears he was right. My sentinels claimed to have spotted a strange creature in the wild a few days ago. They thought it was a goblin, but weren't able to capture it before it fled into the twisting ways of the Scuttle Dells. Your discovery tells me that our mysterious interloper was likely this Gollum creature. Would that we had laid hands upon him then.
Will you lend me your ear?
Sorry news, I'm afraid. One of my kin was slain in the forest just west of here by wolves, no less. Though we have encountered many wargs trained as curs of the enemy since we entered Mirkwood, we had thought the common wolves would stay at bay from our forces. It seems we were wrong, and there are those among them that would stalk our scouts should they travel alone. Those of us who have learned the guttural speech of their kind have made out the name Sharpfang among their wild howls. It seems their leader claimed the kill, and I would see the beast put down as a lesson to others that they do not dare obstruct the Maladrim. They have been seen to gather some evenings by a stone circle to the west of the wild ruins called Hrig Vidicuni by the woodsmen who dwell in Mirkwood. You may be able to find their leader there and deal with him. Okay. I'd like to turn in my next quest. Thank you. Can you shut up for a minute? What's this
Mind
one?
my words, traveler.
Okay. That one we can wait on because that's going to take us somewhere else. And so, what do we have now? We have the glowering trees of the Drownholt. That's back in the Drownholt. We'll do that later. The Ward of Shadow and Fang's Baird. And, of course, we have hiding behind the stone markers, which is for the main quest. There will be plenty of other quests this way, and of course a few left in the Drownholt, which involve some very angry trees. And we will be doing all of that next time. But until then, bye for now.